Now how do you go from this 870 28-inch vented rib hunting shotgun or sportsman shotgun to this? A home defense, pistol grip, forearm, 18.5-inch barrel. We're going to go through and show you how to put this, attach this on, that makes a right nice tight package for a home defense situation. Now this Wingmaster with a 28-inch barrel, vent rib, it's a great shotgun. Great for skeet, great for hunting, but for home defense, it's way too long. I bought this Houge pistol grip with a forearm set, and I have an 18.5-inch barrel that I want to put on this gun, and I'm going to show you how to do that to make this a really ultimate home defense weapon for close quarter. And that's why I like the pistol grip. Of course, there are many other options, but this is just to show you putting on this pistol grip and how to do it. Of course, first thing we're going to do, which is number one all the time, is to make sure that your gun is unloaded. Now, there is a little place here that will release your action. All you got to do is push that in, bring the forearm forward, or back, I'm sorry, and then check the chamber. And there you can see. Also, you want to really make sure there are no rounds in the chamber, because once you charge this back, it'll load a round into the chamber. Now this Houge pistol grip, what I really like about it is it has the Houge rubberized grip on it, so it's going to be very comfortable to shoot with the recoil of possibly, you know, magnum loads or buckshot. So I really like this grip. And also the forearm is also rubberized, so it's really nice. It's a very firm grip. Here's the matte finish. It does have a rib on it. Had a friend of mine that does a lot of shotgun work. He put a tritium sight on the end, and then as you can see, this thing has been ported. And I want you to look at the porting on this. But it really makes a big difference. But as you can see, now we're just going to go through and I'm going to show you the tools that you're going to need to do this. Now, first thing you're going to need, of course, is a screwdriver. A couple of screwdrivers, one a little bit longer, one possibly a little shorter to get your butt plate off. To put on the pistol grip, you're going to need a set of Allen wrenches. And then to get the forearm off, now they make special tools, and you can get them from Brownells for about $50. But these curved pliers, you can run up to your hardware store or Lowe's or wherever and pick these up. And you're going to need to be able to get around and over to get the nut off to take your forearm off. Now, as you'll see on the end of the forearm, there is a nut right here, and this is what holds your barrel on. So what we're going to do is we're just going to unscrew the nut. Keep your parts in a good place where you'll find them. Again, we're going to want to depress this little place right here to bring your action back, and then just lift your barrel right out. Barrel's very easy to change in these. Now, really, theoretically, you could put an 18-inch or plus barrel on this shotgun right now, and it would be a decent home defense gun. So it'd be a very easy fix. Okay, to remove the forearm, you're going to want to depress these tabs. There's one here and there's one over here, and they hold the forearm in place. Also, you'll want to depress them when you're putting them in. Okay, now, as I've said, here comes the bolt right here. As you lift that out, that bolt's just sitting on those rails. So you want to take the top off, then you want to take the guide off. There we go. The forearm will just come straight off. This is the next piece you've got to take off in order to get this forearm off. This is where you're going to take your pliers. Now, you don't want to booger this up, so make sure you expand it in and then start to turn. It'll take quite a few turns, just a fine thread. Now, to be honest with you, the first time I tried to take this off, it was a real pain because this forearm had been on here for a long time. Once it gets to a certain point, you can actually manipulate it with your fingers. Now, you may need to remove the forearm, you may need a piece of wood, something soft, to get it off, because sometimes they can be a little tricky if it's one that's been on for a while. Alright, there we go. Then it just pulls right out. The thing too is while you're doing this, go ahead and clean and lube your shotgun. It's a real great time to do that. Next thing you want to do is to remove your butt plate. There's a small screwdriver. Just insert it and unscrew. Inside the butt plate, this hole right here, this is where your screw is. It's down in there. So you're going to need a little bit of a longer, thin screwdriver that will fit down in here. A good light is also important to be able to look down and make sure that you're getting that screw head. And here we go. Make sure you keep your screws together with your stock. You don't want to misplace it. And here we have the rest of the action here. Now we're going to place the pistol grip onto the back of the receiver. There is a plate right here that will fall out, so make sure you keep that in place. Go ahead and line up your pistol grip with the screw. Here's you want to take your Allen wrench, just screw that into place. A good tight fit is important. Make sure that it's lining up with your receiver as well. Good, hand tight. Check it. Make sure the fit's good. You're ready to go. The hand guard, you want for these to be on the upper side of the hollowed out part. And what it'll do, it'll fit right in there nice and snug. As you'll see, your threads will be showing. You can reattach this. What I do is I first will hand tighten to a degree while I can till it gets a little bit tight, and then I come in again with my needle nose, bent needle nose pliers. Again, be careful not to bugger up your threads, because it'll be easy to do. That's good and tight. Now what you're going to want to do is place your bolt, and this is where the firing pin strikes. This is where the firing pin comes out to fire the round. You want it toward, fits in a little place right here, you want it toward the hand guard or the forearm. Okay, we're going to place the tube into the forearm, keeping the bolt in place, and get it until it's at least halfway. Now again, you're with those little tabs, so you need to push those tabs in to allow the rails to go in. And once it fits, you'll notice that up here you'll be able to reattach your cap. So what you want to do now is replace your shotgun barrel. What I do is I just hit this little tab so I can manipulate the forearm, and then here you go. You're ready to put your cap back on. Bring the forearm forward to press this little tab again to allow your action to. I'm going to make sure it's not binding in any way. The gun is not loaded, so we're going to test fire. Pull the trigger. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe for more fun gun reviews and sensible survival. God bless America. Long live the Republic.